Hello, everybody. I'm Larry. Oh.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Barton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds some open field here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 132 yards.
And he scored his first touchdown of the year in last week's game. So now he's hoping that helps establish a rhythm. And maybe now he can score a few in bunches, starting with this one.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Davis now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Oakland. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Davis operating from the gun. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Davis looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and and it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
But do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. Try it, 38.
Davis now. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, it's Jenkins. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go.
Here's Davis on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Off the play fake. Davis. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Davis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, it's a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Davis now on third down. And that is incomplete. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that is incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Let's go! Green 19!
And they'll run it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Let's go!
Now Davis to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Davis from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Set. Green 39.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually getting them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. Looking to throw. Stanley. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. First chance for the backup here to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Davis looking to throw on second down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On third down, it's Hampton, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stanley over the middle, complete. It's Robertson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. Stanley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Stanley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Stanley, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. Both the Raiders and the Browns are having some trouble moving the ball through the air. The yardage totals are low, and that's helped play into what was a low-scoring first half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, Hampton's stiff arm attempt works perfectly. He'd make it count, running for 46 yards before being tackled. Continuing on the drive, Davis looking for a mark in the end zone, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Raiders now late in the first quarter. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. The INT offense comes out now. Walker's going to push his way to the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us. Let's get back out to Oakland now as we turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. What?
Back to throw. Davis. And And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Looking to throw. Davis. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Ten yards still left on second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Back to throw. Stanley. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Davis now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green, 39. Green.
To throw on second down. Stanley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Stanley. Hard throw, incomplete.
We see passes like that all the time, don't we? He's back there surveying the field, clock ticking in his head, trying to avoid the sack and the hit. Led him just a little bit too much trying to get out to his running back.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Let's go. White 90.
Now Davis to throw on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And it's 21-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the Raiders have got him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go, come on, let's go.
Davis operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A Raider first down, 17 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. Shifts by him. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Stanley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over here. Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on second down, Stanley. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hey, got tight left. Tight ends left. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun, Stanley. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
What's left? Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down, Stanley. And his throw here's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stanley. A strong running. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. Second down, 8. From the gun, Stanley. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing on first down, Stanley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Green 39.
To throw on second down, Stanley got his man complete over the middle. It's Barton. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So they're operating in the red zone.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go. Green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down. Come on, let's go.
Here's Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Davis over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Davis now to throw on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. On third down, it's Hampton. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Stanley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Stanley. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Barton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back to throw. Stanley. This will be caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And that's going to
Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.